This presentation aims to provide an overview of the choices and design processes employed for the completion of Studio Practice 2. It will start with some insights into the brief choice, then cover the whole design thinking behind the project. 3 were the briefs available: Purrrely, Innocent and Microsoft. All 3 packaging briefs were analyzed by weighing out their pros and cons, and Purrrely's was selected as it offered the best balance between familiarity and challenge. Also, as a pet owner myself, it was the proposal I felt the closest to. The first step of the design process was empathizing. In this case, this mainly consisted of research. Extensive research was conducted to identify Purrrely's brand identity, history and current market presence. During this phase, it was also possible to understand the target audience of this project, along with their needs and interests. A growth trend was identified in the number of younger pet owners, along with growing attention to the sustainability and recyclability of the products they purchase. Numerous moodboards were also created to gather visual trends and packaging design approaches used by Purrrely's sub-brands, as well as its main competitors. The next step was to define the challenge of the brief and the project objectives. The intention was to create a brand of quality pet food aimed at the rapidly growing younger segment of the target audience, while maintaining an industry-standard approach to create a clean and legible design with a communicative style that matches with the brand's identity. To better define the direction of this project, numerous moodboards, mind maps and brainstorms were created. The moodboards encapsulated the initial intention for the project's visuals, while the mind maps and brainstorms were useful to highlight ideas and gather essential information to create a design that would not only be aesthetically pleasing but also functional. Recognizing Purrrely's commitment to offering sustainable packaging solutions by 2025, it was also considered essential for this project to use packaging that met these requirements. For this reason, various options were explored and 3 selected: Amcor's single lip bag for dry food and M-Lite Heat Flex for wet food, along with a cardboard box to contain the pouches. The ideation phase started with some quick layout sketches. After receiving feedback, which was essential throughout the whole process, and researching contemporary designers for inspiration, the brand started to come to life. Several names were collected during the brainstorming session, and one was chosen for the brand: Purrrely. Given the product's target audience and Purrrely's existing sub-brands, the intention was to create a brand that would convey care and attention for cats and their owners through a playful identity suitable for younger buyers. Purrrely is a play on words between purr and purely and communicates the intention of a natural and organic food in a playful way. 2 names, Pure Crunch and Pure Delight, were selected for the dry and wet food options, and the design process continued with the choice of fonts and color palette for the brand. Purrrely's black and red were chosen as the main colors of the brand, along with a neutral shade of white. The secondary colors are orange, light blue and purple, which were chosen to represent the different food flavors: chicken, salmon and beef. New sketches were then produced with the intention of showing a more exploratory approach, showing 3 different styles. The most effective one was selected and refined further. The brand's assets were completed by creating a set of icons needed for the packaging, and finally, a new approach that used a photographic element instead of an illustrative one was explored and chosen as the final design. During the final phase of the design thinking, every small detail of the design was carefully considered to get to the final prototypes. The logo placement was changed to give it more space and emphasis, and every element that communicates the characteristic of the product is in the same secondary color, to create a visual connection by employing the law of similarity. Purrrely's checkerboard pattern was placed at the top of the bag to create a link with the main brand and its origins. A unique feature of this design is the cutout, currently represented by an image, which will show the content of the bag. This detail makes the design recognizable and communicates attention to the food and its ingredients. To finalize the project, mockups were generated for the bag and box, along with templates for both, created specifically to represent the packaging options explored earlier. Along with the packaging, I also designed an ad using the same visual and communicative style as the overall brand. The ad was adapted in various versions for print, social media and online use. In conclusion, I would say that the final product meets the requirements of the brief. Purrrely is an effective sub-brand proposal with a clear identity and recognizable and accessible design. The brand communicates a strong focus on product quality and nutritional specifications. Its identity and tone are consistent across the various design and advertising versions. Thanks for watching.